Lesson 2. Subject: Love across the whole desert. Word meaning: Sabat, Saban na grassy plant di napi pambising. Sabat na adi grassy plants napi asongba pambising pambising. Stands adi traditions or recognize sakanglaba. Stand adi sakanglaba habiko. Tapering adi cutting kaktatpa. Sandscape artistic things made of sand. Made of sand artistic things ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯐꯖꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯉꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯍꯧꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯉꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯕ. Jagal adi festivals of sanctification and purification. Jagal adi iruja thok toroga hakchang sengdokpa khotpa tawbagi hakchang sengbi festival kumai. Mere relationship. Mere di mari lenaba mari heba. Mere relationship mari lenaba. Introverted, one who talk very little. Introverted adi wa yamna ngangandaba ko kharakta nganga tokdo introverted hareko. Introverted di wa yamna ngamde ko. Willy di cunningly patana. Willingly patana. Squandering or losing money. Squander di paisa mahanba migi paisa mahanba do kari kaure. Squandering or losing money. Veteran adi retired soldier kogi sipaidigi khangde akhoi government gi ne khulai paiba gi thabak tawredana adugi potharakdo du kai kaweba veteran haine khangnire ko. Chalaba harbor adi keepings or holding. Harbor adi keeping thamba or taraga holding paisinba. Terrarin ana synthetic polymer fabric khusem goigwa lang. Track adi climb kaba. Jabal face, thin and curved face. Koi hanurukda koi mamai chapsanba aduga khuijinbagi mamai do adu jol face hareko. Ting hana a small amount of a specific color mixed in. Koigi a specific akhanaba khona si pami si ban si phajera akhanaba che color mix toraga color du yasineraga khara answer semdo adudo ting hare. Rock adi makeup phajanba ko. Bargain di koigi pot am lei batamda maman yami taw si pige khot khainabdo bargain hare ko. Po lebigi mina tukan natraga pot jogdo mina si yogani sigana dilegi do bina customer duna si taw se yamali khol hainabdo bargain hare ko. Mouthing adi mimic speech adi wa tubina leiba ko. Obscenities adi khoi phattaba khoigi bachin thiba wang je obscenities hare ko. Nazab bo before the flame and set out. Nazab na before the flame miri dugi before the flame miri dugi mamang da bo khoirumlami and aduga set out khongshanglami. He left behind the Cayman throne shrub and the area once famous for its savanna of stone grass, but now sere and brown is the desert. He left behind the Cayman throne shrub, the utna tinghang pamba pabising chanbadu he thadokton sale, and the area once famous for its savanna of stone grass. Stone maming salaba napi damakta once matamada the area mafamadu famous knowing chalmi but demisung now cherry and the brown is the desert hojti cherry and the brown is desert satina kogi marbrumigi matogum browns wakhangnadana lere he had left behind all human habitation Quran being the last village he had left behind all habitation, human habitation. Mahakna all human habitation. Miyawi leiba mafam khudimakta salaki Quran habsna being the last village. The last village aroiba kungang habdu ormi. For the next 3 days, he would not be seeing any bungers. Those ones room mud house circular at the base, but tapering into conical thatch roof at the top. For the next 3 days, matangi numit huni paudi. For the next 3 days, matangi numit huni paudi, he would not be seeing any bungers. He hana any bungers. Bungers amata would not be seen uba panglamde. Those one rooms mud house. Those one room ka amakatang oiba mud house. Koi lebana saba yum adu khata yum sing duda urami circular at the base. Adugi mogi mefam duda circular equal question leradana but everything tampering into conical thatch roof at the top. At the top mataktana into conical thatch roof. Conical akoiba thatch roof ina yumthak oiba ina yumthak kupa aduda tempering. Tasilak ami. Now only the sandscape stretched out before him, mile upon mile. Now hajikti only the sandscape. Leiriba akoigi leingoni saba fajarba sumalaba mayamtuna before him my mangda mile upon mile lapna stretched out sandoktana lerami water splashed in the sagal water ising asi in the sagal di kariba saito water splash in the sagal water isingna in the sagal akoigi user thokpa amati sengdokpi kumaigi matogumna splash in Zaithaklami with the name of Pir on his sleeve. Najab Hussain said forth. With the name of Pir on his sleeve, Magi Tapak Taraba Pir Pambi Dugi Maming Loena Maming Cholan Soladana Najab Hussaina said forth. Kongchalak Lami. Najab diffidence was notorious among his friends. Najab diffidence was notorious among his friends. Najabki diffidence masa matonda thajidabasina among his friends magi mamadasin narakta notorious. Najab diffidence was notorious among his friends. Najab Nasagi diffident thajidabasina among his friends magi mamadasin narakta was notorious. Patab the Mengchapa Lami. He was known to have blushed at the mere mention of a girl. He must say at the mere mention of a girl. He was known to have blushed at the mere mention of a girl. He must say was known to have blushed at the mere mention of a girl. Nupi amagi matogana mase ikai thibeda maming chalami habiko. Khangna ikai yam tikan khangna ikai tikanami habiko. A strangely introverted lad with dreamy eyes, no one had ever asserted him with any act of bravado. A strongly interpreted a strongly angakba introverted led wayang ngandaba nupina with dreamy eyes manglan gi mieng amaga mieng singa loinana. No one had ever associated him with any act of bravado. No one kana kumba mata na had ever kayumatam associated him with any act of bravado. Thona pitha mahaka pulhal ningde. His father Abtab would say, all that my ancestor and I have acquired during 100 years, this lad will squander away not because he is a spendthrift, but because he will be too shy to search money for what he shall. His father, my mapa Abtab would say, hear me, all that my ancestor and I, all that my ancestor agi thanigi Paron Puron and IAD have acquired during 100 years. Sahi Samagi Mungdagi have acquired Kanglaki. This lad Masigi Nupiasi will squander away. Pasa Mahangani have said, not because he is a spendthrift, not because Mahasi Yamna cross out when he habiti nati, but because he will be too shy to charge money for what he sells. Because Maramdi, for what he sells, Mare Yodibadugi, he will be too shy to charge money. Mana Paisa Lobusi, he will be too shy. Aduki Matik Ikai Mandana Loroe. He had crossed the ranch on 4 occasions earlier, though he had turned 20 only a month ago. He had crossed the ranch on 4 occasions earlier. Earlier, mangalimatamda on 4 occasions. Kugi lamlam thokba kumay pyong marirakta. He had crossed Rana. Manda Rana hay mapamasi land salure. Though he had turned 20 only a month ago. Matamdo masi, he had turned 20 only a month ago. Sahi kunga tha amak the observasu. But each time he had either accompanied his father or that wily old smuggler summoned the veterans of 100 elegant trip into the seat. But there was each time he had either accompanied his father magi mapa yaugera or natarga that wily old smuggler fatta losing kharba hal urba akogi drug laronba zamandu yaugera the veterans of 100 elegant ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯐꯥꯏ ꯊꯕꯛꯇ ꯄꯣꯊꯥꯔꯕ ꯑꯍꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ elegance and yadaba miyoi kya trip in the sin trip into the sin haiba phomduda chalami. Each time they had taken Tandu leaf worth about 500, sold it across the border for 2000. Each time haiba matam they had taken Tandu leaf worth about 500. About 500 lupa chawa da Tendu gi mana si piduna they had taken smokhoi lorai and aduga sold it across the border for 2000. 2000 ta adi lupa 2000 ti kya ta lising anida natra lising anida across the border the Porega sold it maduyan to ami. But between the payoff to officials and to the intermediaries who arranged the sales of the berry leaf to the man who took the cement out to graze and to the friends or relatives who harbored them. There was precious little left. But between the pay of to the official the to pay of piba and to the intermediaries in the P Marktadi who arranged the sales of berry leaf arranged the sales of berry leaf berry mana yonbigi ase to the man who took the camel kogi ud sanebe nupaduda sinaduna sanabi and to the friends relative who harbored them aduga ud sanariba ud loriba to the friend mamanaba and the relative marimutasinda pirami. There was a precious little slab. There was precious little lamp maduda atangba khardi lemhauda lermi. It was just enough to buy some used tailoring garment or cloth, and then it was time to make the long trek back across the desert. It was just enough to buy some used tailoring garment, some used questionable the second hand gi tailoring garment tailoring gi fironsing to buy lenabagi the muktani or natarga cloth kogi hing marumarang habritra and the Lainabani and Aduga then it was time to make the long trek back across the desert. Aduga Hariba Mapudu Lantorachin Toduna Asam Lamidu Sanabisuni. It was during one of these trips that they had stayed with Kelisa, the cloth seller. It was Natamado during one of these trips Harba Salim Kongsa Sigimong Amani that Madudi de Makoina with Kalisa, the cloth seller. Karibisudo cloth di long Yuanba Kalisaga Lurina they had stay with Makoi me. He is a distant relative of your mother, his father had told Nazar. He, Mase, is a distant relative of your mother, nagi namagi, a distant Arab Taleba relative, Marimata Amani. His father had told Nazar. His father, my Mapana, had told Nazar. Nazar had me. Kalisa was tall and well-placed, and his thick jeweled face had a purple things about it as pets. Khalisasi was tall, wangami, and well-placed. Machi yamna masasi yenguda maj Tormi and his thick jeweled face had a purple things about it as pets. And aduga magi he thick jeweled face magi pupup laurba khazai gi maithong khazai gi maithong pan baduna had a purple things about it as pets. Kalisa was tall and well-placed, and his thick jeweled face had purple things about it as pets. Kalesaji was tall, wami, and well-placed. My Masashi, Yang Yamna Nithi Jeremy, and Aduga his thick jeweled face, my Tata Laruba, Mamai Tongado had purple things, Akogi, Hangapan Masu, Man, Kanaba, Masu, Gum, Doromi, about it, Masi, Madang the D, as pets. As Maduna, Gusun Bogum, me, he always wore the helmet of black and white cheek. He always matampuna bukta black amuba and white anguba cheek sheki the helmet she wore Shalami. Within a day, Nazab discovered that the fellow was an absolute rogue who drove such a bargain that for the first time in his hearing, his father started mounting obscenities. Within days, 노무드기 만ungda Nazab discovered that that the fellow high mistress was an absolute rock yamna chatiba misal amorami who dropped such a bargain mana what ebi matangda suna harami for the first time hanboina he is hearing Manataji his father my mapara started mounting obscenities fataba wahi bata kya lao kona hawdo lao ngangodo adagi matogumna Yeah.